Mr. Chairman, ladies and gentlemen, have you ever found yourself inside a chrysalis? It isn't something that's easy to recognise at the time. Sometimes everything needs to change so that everything can stay the same. But at other times, everything needs to stay the same so that everything can change, like a caterpillar going into a still, dark chrysalis. This is what I discovered about it. It was a midterm scan, and I was soon going to see my new baby for the first time. It was one of my dearest wishes to become a mother, and it was going to happen soon. As the gel was applied to my swollen belly, my partner reached out and grasped my hand, and we peered into the screen to try to make sense of those strange white cloudy forms. But the radiographer kept pressing and prodding. "What's wrong? Where's the baby?" And then half joking, "Aren't I pregnant?" "Yes, you are pregnant, but could you go and wait outside, please?" "What do you think's going on?" we said to each other. And then the obstetrician explained, "I'm very sorry, but due to an unusual complication, the fetus has been subsumed by fetal and placental tissue. You're going to have an immediate operation, which we hope will bring the hormones down. Otherwise, tissue could continue to grow in your lungs and in your brain as a form of cancer." After the operation, some months later, my body did return to normal. But I did not, and I could not. All my hopes and dreams had been dashed against the rocks. One night, sitting in a bustling Thai restaurant, I said, "I can't go on like this. Something's got to change. Let's go and live in Australia or Spain or anywhere." "No, I'm not moving." It was the death knell on our relationship, and I realised that I was in the chrysalis and only I could do something about it. So I pursued one of my dearest dreams. A month later, I was on a yacht halfway across the Atlantic. I sailed to the Caribbean, where I worked on a yacht, and then I returned to London revitalised, ready to build a new life for myself. I worked in an addiction charity. Every Tuesday morning I ran a group, and I loved working with people who were stuck existing, not living, in their own chrysalis. It was awe-inspiring how some people would break out of their chrysalis by pursuing their dreams and finding their purpose. Others who did not would languish and stay stuck in the same cycle. And as time passed, I also began to feel stuck. I realised I was working with people on their transformation, but I was still in the same room, the same windowless room, staring at the same stain on the carpet, talking to the same people about the same thing. I was still in the chrysalis. And it was time for me to change, to do something new. So I pursued another dream, one that terrified me. I went and I got a job in the city. Every day I would put on my suit, I would make my commute, and I wondered if anyone could see through to the real me. And then I met a man who did. A corporate beast who loved me for who I was. After 2 years, we talked marriage. After 3, we moved in together. After 4, I sold my flat. We were going to buy a home together. After 5, we were still looking. After 6, we found our dream home, and we could envision our future family living there. But our offer was declined. After 7 years, we were still unmarried. Children had still not come along, and our very best offer fell through. And then I had a miscarriage. I sank into a deep depression and apathy. I was deeper than ever inside the chrysalis. I realised I would probably never become a mother. I had to let go of that dream. But I had to act, and I still had other dreams, in sailing, in swimming, and in writing my book. And I got on with all of those. And then I discovered that our dream house was still on the market. And after a period of negotiation, they finally accepted our offer. And then suddenly, the chrysalis burst open and everything changed. We completely renovated our dream house, and the following day, I gave birth to a baby boy. The new dad was so delighted. He popped the question, and we got married in July this year. Sometimes everything has to change to stay the same, but sometimes everything has to stay the same so that if we act, everything can change. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have ever found yourself inside a chrysalis, remember that one day, if you pursue your dreams, that chrysalis will break open and the real you will emerge, and you can spread your wings and fly.